Welcome back, students, for this 7th session on Introduction and Analysis of Blend Trusses in the subject Analysis of Determinate Structures. So in the last session we have analyzed a truss simply supported with an overhanging portion subjected to loading. In this session we will analyze a cantilever truss. So the example is like this: analyze the truss shown in figure by method of joints. Also check the forces in members AC, BC and BD by method of sections. Tabulate the member forces or represent member forces on the figure. Okay. So this is the given figure. A cantilever truss subjected to loading like this. Okay. So even though you can find the reactions for this type of truss, because of this cantilevering action, we can start from this free end instead of finding the reactions and then proceeding from either E or joint D. We can start analyzing from joint A without calculating support reactions. So hence in this problem we will start from this free end joint A. Okay. So we'll find the member forces initially by using method of joints. So this is the given problem. So consider the free body diagram of joint A. So to draw the free body diagram of joint A, let us draw a virtual cut around joint A so that we can draw the free body diagram. This is the free body diagram of joint A. So two members are meeting at joint A, AB and AC. So the forces are represented like this: FAC and FAB. So AB is making an angle of 30 degree with respect to horizontal. So if you resolve this inclined force, it will be FAB cos 30 along x direction and FAB sin 30 along y direction. Okay. So now we can apply the equations of equilibrium, that is sigma Fx equals 0. So that implies minus FAC minus FAB cos 30, that is equal to 0. We will take it as equation 1. Next we will apply sigma Fy equals 0. That implies minus 10 plus FAB sin 30 is equal to 0. So hence FAB sin 30 is equal to 10. Therefore if you simplify it, FAB is equal to 20 kilonewton. Positive means it is under tension. So this member is under tension. So using this value of FAB, we will substitute back into equation 1. So from equation 1 we have minus FAC minus FAB cos 30, that is equal to 0. So minus FAC minus 20 cos 30 equals 0. Therefore FAC will be equal to minus 17.32 kilonewton. Okay. So after applying these forces, we have found force in member AB and AC. Next we have to move to joint B, wherein three members are meeting. Now we have found force in member AB. So we have been left with BC and BD. So next joint we have to proceed with is joint B. Okay. So let us consider joint B. Draw the free body diagram. Consider a virtual cut around joint B. So this is the free body diagram of joint B. Resolve the inclined forces along x and y directions. So BA is making an angle of 30 degree with respect to horizontal. Therefore its resolved components will be FBA cos 30 along x direction and FBA sin 30 along y direction. It is in fourth quadrant, therefore x positive, y negative. Okay. Next, if you resolve BD, it is also making an angle of 30 degree with respect to horizontal. Therefore x will be cos term, FBD cos 30 and y will be FBD sin 30. Okay. It is in second quadrant, therefore x negative, y positive. Then FBC, if you resolve FBC, it is making an angle of 60 degree with respect to horizontal. Therefore x component will be FBC cos 60 and y component will be FBC sin 60. So it is in third quadrant, both x and y will be negative. Okay. So force in member BA is 20 kilonewton. So now we can apply sigma Fx equals 0. So that implies minus FBC cos 60 minus FBC cos 60 plus FBA cos 30 minus FBD cos 30, that is equal to 0. So minus FBC cos 60 plus 20 cos 30 minus FBD cos 30, that is equal to 0. So if you simplify it, minus FBC cos 60 minus FBD cos 30, that is equal to minus 17.32. Take it as equation 2. Next we will apply sigma Fy equals 0. So that implies minus FBC sin 60 minus FBC sin 60 minus FBA sin 30 plus FBD sin 30, then minus 10 equals 0. Okay. So minus FBC sin 60 minus BA value is 20, therefore minus 20 sin 30 plus FBD sin 30 minus 10 equals 0. So after simplification it is minus FBC sin 60 plus FBD sin 30, that is equal to 20. Okay, take it as equation 3. So these two simultaneous equations you can solve. So after solving those two simultaneous equations, we have obtained FBC as minus 8.66 kilonewton and FBD is 25 kilonewton. Okay, so BC under compression 8.66 kilonewton and BD under tension for 25 kilonewton. Next, after applying at joint B, we have found BC and BD. So now we can consider joint C, so that the remaining two unknowns of the truss can be found. So consider free body diagram of joint C. This is a virtual cut around joint C, so that we can draw the free body diagram of joint C, wherein 4 members are meeting at joint C apart from this 10 kilonewton. Okay, force in member AC, that is FCA, FCB, FCD and FCE. Now we will resolve the forces. CB is making an angle 60 degree with respect to horizontal, therefore x component will be cos, FCB cos 60, y component is FCB sin 60. Similarly, the resolved components of CD are FCD cos 60 and FCD sin 60. We know force in member CB as minus 8.66 kilonewton and that of CA as minus 17.32 kilonewton. So now we can apply sigma Fx equals 0. So that gives minus FCE plus FCA plus FCB cos 60 minus FCD cos 60, that is equal to 0. So minus FCE, CA value is minus 17.32. CB is minus 8.66, so minus 8.66 cos 60 minus FCD cos 60, that is equal to 0. To simplify it, minus FCE minus FCD cos 60, that is equal to 21.65 kilonewton. Take it as equation 4. Now we will apply sigma Fy equals 0. So that implies FCD sin 60 plus FCB sin 60 minus 10 equals 0. FCD sin 60 minus 8.66 sin 60 minus 10 equals 0. If you simplify it, FCD sin 60 is equal to 17.5. Hence, FCD will be equal to 20.2 kilonewton. 20.2 kilonewton, that is tensile. So CD is under tension. Okay. So using this CD, we will substitute back into equation 4. Therefore, equation 4 becomes minus FCE minus FCD cos 60, that is equal to 21.65. So therefore, minus FCE minus 20.2 cos 60, that is equal to 21.65. Hence, FCE is equal to minus 31.75 kilonewton. It is under compression. Okay. So now we have found forces in all the members using method of joints. Now we will move to method of sections. So using method of sections, we have to find forces in member BD, BC and AC. Okay, hence we have to consider section like this. Okay, so that this section will cut the required members BD, BC and AC. Okay, let us consider section 1.1. Write the free body diagram. We will consider the right part. So this is the free body diagram of the right part. So AC, BC and CD. Now we will resolve these inclined forces. BD, BC, FBC cos 60, FBC sin 60, and the resolved components of BD are FBD cos 30 and FBD sin 30. Okay. So now we apply sigma Fx equals 0. So that implies minus FAC minus FBD cos 30 minus FBC cos 60 equals 0. Take it as equation 1. Next we will apply sigma Fy equals 0. So that implies minus 10 plus FBD sin 30 minus FBC sin 60, that is equal to 0. So FBD sin 30 minus FBC sin 60, that is equal to 20. Take it as equation 2. Okay. So now from this, to apply sigma m, where you have to apply sigma m, we have to apply it at joint B, so that we can eliminate BD and BC. We can find force in member AC. Okay. So to apply moment at B, we have to find the perpendicular distance, this perpendicular distance, okay, as well as the perpendicular distance to this 10 kilonewton. Okay. Therefore, to find those perpendicular distances, we will apply the trigonometrical principles from this triangle ABC. Okay. So AC is hypotenuse and AB is the adjacent side. So applying cos 30 is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, AB by AC. Therefore AB is equal to AC cos 30, that is nothing but 10 cos 30, which is equal to 8.66 meters. So this AB is 8.66 meters. Okay. But we want this perpendicular distance. Okay. So let us draw a perpendicular from B to AC member, which is joining at F. Okay. So from this triangle AFB, so from triangle AFB, okay, AB becomes hypotenuse and AF is the adjacent side. So apply cos 30, that is as adjacent by hypotenuse, AF by AB. Therefore AF is equal to AB cos 30. AB is 8.66 meter. 8.66 cos 30, that is equal to 7.5 meter. So AF, this distance is 7.5 meter. So next, to find this perpendicular distance BF, we will apply sin 30, that is opposite by hypotenuse, BF by AB. So sin 30 is equal to BF by AB. Therefore BF will be equal to AB sin 30, that will be equal to 8.66 sin 30. Hence BF is equal to 4.33 meter. So now we have found the perpendicular distance AF and BF. Now we can apply the third equilibrium condition, that is sigma MB is equal to 0. So sigma MB equals 0, that implies FAC, force in this member AC. So this is going to induce clockwise moment about B. So FAC, force in member AC, into perpendicular distance BF. BF is equal to 4.33 meter. Therefore FAC into 4.33. Next, this 10 kilonewton, that is also inducing clockwise moment about B. So 10 into, so this perpendicular distance AF. Okay. So AF is 7.5 meter. So 10 into 7.5 meter, that is equal to 0. So hence if you calculate the force in member AC, it will be equal to minus 17.32 kilonewton. So after obtaining this force in member AC, let us substitute back into equation 1. So equation 1 becomes FBD cos 30 plus FBC cos 60, that is equal to 17.32. Okay. So here we have minus FAC and the force value is minus 17.32. Therefore minus of minus, it will be plus. Okay. So plus 17.32 minus FBD cos 30 minus FBC cos 60 is equal to 0. So if you take this FAC, that is 17.32 outside, so it will be minus FBD cos 30 minus FBC cos 60, that is equal to minus 17.32. Therefore it is written in positive terms. FBD cos 30 plus FBC cos 60 is equal to 17.32. This is equation 3. So now we have obtained with two unknowns and two simultaneous equations. So let us solve equations 2 and 3. So solving equations 2 and 3, that gives FBD, force in member BD, as 25 kilonewton and force in member BC as minus 8.66 kilonewton. So we have found force in member AC, BC and BD by using method of sections. Okay. So you can cross check with your the values what we have obtained using method of joints. They are similar to the method of joints, forces what we have obtained using method of joints. So that completes this method of sections. So now we will tabulate the results. So member forces with their magnitude and nature are given in this table. AB is subjected to a tensile force of 20 kilonewton. AC a compressive force of 17.32 kilonewton. BC subjected to a compressive force of 8.66 kilonewton. BD subjected to tensile force of 25 kilonewton. CD a tensile force of 20.2 kilonewton and CE a compressive force of 31.75 kilonewton. Okay. So this is how you should represent it in the form of a table. Now we will represent these values pictorially. Okay. AB is subjected to tensile force of 20 kilonewton. Tensile means you should mark arrows away from the joint. The arrow heads should be away from the joint. Okay. And the magnitude is 20 kilonewton. Next, AC subjected to a compressive force of 17.32 kilonewton. Compressive means arrow mark should be towards the joints. Arrow mark should be towards the joint. The magnitude is 17.32 kilonewton. Next, BC, again compressive force. Arrow mark should be towards the joint, 8.66 kilonewton. BD, a tensile force of 20.2. Arrow mark should be away from the joint. Tensile means away from the joint. The magnitude is 25 kilonewton. Okay, CD a tensile force, so arrow mark should be away from the joint, 20.2 kilonewton, and CE subjected to a compressive force of 31.75. Compressive means arrow mark should be towards the joints. Okay, magnitude is 31.75 kilonewton. So this is how you should represent the forces pictorially. Okay. So that's it for today's session, wherein we have learned how to analyze a cantilever truss without calculating the support reactions using method of joints and method of sections. Okay. So in the next session we will take up the influence lines, concept of influence lines and how to draw the influence line diagram for support reactions, shear force and bending moment for a simply supported beam. Thank you.